पादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नाम्नि नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे वाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। Yes. So in our last session, who is going to share what we discussed in our last session? And you would like to summarize what we discussed in our last session? No one remembers what we discussed last session. Ramchandra Gupta ji, would you like to share what we discussed last session?
Prabhuji, we are discussing how we can surrender to Bhagwan Krishna. There are different ways. For example, some people want to merge in the transcendental light, effulgence, and some people want to go to Vaikuntha to live with the Lord. So there can be different views, different ways of surrendering to the Lord.
Okay. Yes, so we discussed chapter 4, verse number 9. Oh, sorry, 11. So verse number 11 was how, like Krishna was mentioning, ye tha mam prapadyante tam stema bhajamyam. As we surrender, same way Krishna he reciprocates or rewards. So how we can surrender to Krishna, that we try to understand in our last session. So we understood through two various ways. First is 6 principles of surrender. Anyone remembers what are the 6 principles of surrender? We discussed 6 principles of surrender.
Prabhuji, I can read it out from my notes. I don't
Yeah,
remember it
please,
exactly, but
please.
the first principle was to desire only in accordance with the desire of God, reject what is not in favor of devotion. Third was the faith that God will surely protect me. Then was to maintain an attitude of gratitude towards God. To see everything we possess as belonging to God. And the last one was to give up pride of having surrendered. These are the 6 principles you talk about.
Correct. So these 6 principles we understood, especially in first one, accepting favorable conditions or rejecting unfavorable conditions. In these two things, what is the obstacle is? First is acceptance. Second is weakness of our heart. Right? So these two things we understood through various pastimes. And later on we understood about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he says about surrender. And that we understood through the pastime of. Anyone remember what was the pastime we discussed? So that was the pastime of King Mayur Dhwaja. King Mayur Dhwaja, we understood how even Lord rejected him. He was not at all, willing to give darshan to Mayur Dhwaja. Mayur Dhwaja he was such a staunch devotee, but Lord is not giving him darshan. But still, he is completely attached and depend upon Krishna. And at the end, Krishna came and blessed him with his darshan. So that was the thing we understood all this aspect. So in this surrender, one more point is there, is how we can do one day-to-day life is, in today's life we have a lot of insecurities about our future. What will happen to my future if I'll get old? how I will be taken care, who will take care of me, I should have sufficient money, this, that, so many such insecurities we are carrying in our heart. So when we give up such insecurities and depend upon Lord, that is also one of the best way to surrender ourselves to the Lord. No doubt we have to take calculative risk. We have to risk certain things by calculation, not like we are not at all thinking. We have to take a calculated risk, but based on that, we have to depend upon the Lord. We have to depend upon the Lord. How we have to take calculated risk? By following Krishna's instruction, by developing Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhi. When we develop such Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhi, which is aligned with the Krishna's word, and when we take decisions in our life in such a way, not fearing about our future and so many things, such things, but depending upon Lord, we are always protected. That is one the way of surrendering ourselves to the Lord. Now, when we surrender ourselves to the Lord, so what happens? Krishna shares that in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter. I'll just read out that verse and share. Machchitamad-gata prana bodhayantam parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So here Krishna is telling my devotees, their life is completely, fully devoted or fully surrendered to my service. To such devotees, what Krishna he does is mentioning in the next verse, Tesham sakata yuktana bhajatam pirti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upyantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give understanding by which they can come to me. Krishna, who is situated in our heart as a Paramatma, he gives the understanding by which we can easily attain Krishna's favor. We can easily go back to him. We can easily attain his mercy in our life. Day to day, we can experience. How? Simply by devoting ourselves completely to Krishna, depending ourselves completely to Krishna. So we'll read the next verse, continue with the next verse, verse number 11, 12th of 4th chapter. All of you please join in chanting the shloka. Ankshata karmanam siddhim
Kankshata karmanam siddhim
yajanta hiya devataha
Yajanta hiya devata
Shipram hi manushe loke
Shipram hi manushe loke
siddhir bhavati karmaja.
Siddhi bharvati karmaja.
Anyone would like to chant the shloka? Yes. Anyone would like to try?
I'll try, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
Kan कंश्यन्ताः कर्मणं सिद्धिं यजन्ता इह देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
Wonderful. Yes, someone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I will try.
Yeah, please.
Kangsanta karmamam siddham yajanta iha devata sipram hi manuse loke siddhir bhavati karmaja.
Wonderful. Very nice. Yes, someone else?
Shujante karmana Siddhi bharjanti devata Shipram hi manushe loke Siddhir bharvati karmaja.
Wonderful. Yes, someone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Answer.
कांक्षता कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्ता इतर देवता क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा.
Wonderful. Yes, someone else?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
प्राचुचंत कर्मणा सिद्धि यजंत इ देवता क्षिप्रम हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धि भर्वति कर्मजा.
Yes, someone else? All right. We'll continue with translation. Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities, and therefore they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world. So here, what does here few things Krishna is mentioning? Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities. What are fruitive activities? Fruitive activities are if we are performing certain act or certain work, in return we want something. In return, we want something. Just like I am doing job, for what purpose? To earn money. I am, working for something XYZ. Suppose I have planted a tree. If that tree is not bearing fruits or not giving shade to me, it is useless. In return, we want something. If I am playing, I should win the match. I should be the first rank holder. Nobody plays the match to lose the match. Everyone want to play so that they can win the match, right? That is a fruitive mentality. If I am, contesting in the election, I should be able to secure the seat. I should get favor. I should earn money. All those things are deep rooted in our mind. And in return, we want something. In return, we want something. That is always there in our mind. And therefore, Krishna is mentioning they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get the results from fruitive work in this world. Now, here we have to understand how Krishna has come to this point. Previous verses, if we see, he was mentioning Yeta mam prapadyante tamstevma bhajamyam mam vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. Before that, he was mentioning Vitaraga bhaya krodha mam maya mam upashrita bhavo jnana tapasa uta madbhavam agata. Before that, he was mentioning about Janma Karma Chame Divyam Evam Vidyo Tatvata Taktva Deham Punarneti Neti Mameti So Arjuna. So he is mentioning all these things, like if you understand my Janma and Karma, one can be free from cycle of birth and death. Further, he is mentioning how one can, after getting free from all attachment, fears, anger, and engaging in Krishna's, absorbed in Krishna's, and acquiring such knowledge, one can attain pure transcendental love. Further, he is mentioning, as all of them, they surrender unto me, I reward accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects. So why all of a sudden Krishna has brought this point? Isn't the Devata that they worship demigods? But why he has brought is because here question may arise that all of them, Krishna is mentioning, all of them as they surrender unto me, I reward accordingly. So as they surrender, I reward accordingly. So what about those people who do not surrender to Krishna? Who does not surrender to Krishna? What about those people? Or who have material desires, who worship various devatas? That point Krishna wants to clarify here. That point Krishna wants to clarify here. So we'll read the purport and try to understand more in detail. There is a great misconception about the gods or demigods of this material world, and men of less intelligence, although passing as great scholars, take these demigods to be various forms of supreme God. Actually, the demigods are non-different from of God, but they are God's different part and parcels. God is one, and the part and parcels are many. The Vedas says, Nityo Nityanam. God is one, Ishvara Parama Krishna. The Supreme God is one, Krishna, and the demigods are delegated with power to manage this material world. These demigods are all living entities, Nityanam, with different grades of material power. They cannot be equal to Supreme God Narayana, Vishnu, or Krishna. Anyone who thinks that God and the demigods are on the same planet, same level, is called an atheist or Pashandi. Even the great demigods like Brahma and Shiva cannot be compared to the Supreme Lord. In fact, the Lord is worshipped by demigods such as Brahma and Shiva. Shiva Vrishni Nutam. Yet, curiously enough, there are many human leaders who are worshipped by foolish men under the misunderstanding of anthropomorphism or zoomorphism. Iha Devata denotes a powerful man or demigod of this material world. But Narayana, Vishnu, or Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, does not belong to this world. He is above or transcendental to material creation. Even Sripad Shankaracharya, the leader of the impersonalists, maintained that Narayana or Krishna is beyond this material creation. However, foolish people Hitrakkana worship the demigods because they want immediate result. They get the result but do not know the result, so these are temporary and are meant for less intelligent persons. The intelligent person is in Krishna consciousness and he has no need to worship the palliatory demigods for some immediate temporary benefit. The demigods of this material world as well as their worshippers will vanish with the annihilation of this material world. The boon of demigods are actually material and temporary. Both the material worlds and their inhabitants, including the demigods and their worshippers, are bubble in the cosmic ocean. In this world, however, human society is made after temporary things such as material opulence of possessing land, family, and enjoyable paraphernalia. To achieve such temporary things, they worship the demigods or powerful men in human society. If a man gets some ministership in the government by worshipping a political leader, he considers that he has achieved a great unity. All of them are therefore going to so-called leaders on big guns in order to achieve temporary wins. And they indeed achieve such things. Such foolish men are not interested in Krishna consciousness or the permanent solution to the hardship of material existence. They are all after sense enjoyment. To get a little facility for sense enjoyment, they are attracted to the worship empowered living entities known as demigods. This verse indicates that people are really interested in Krishna consciousness. They are mostly interested in material enjoyment and therefore they worship some powerful living entity. Very wonderful purport Prabhupada has mentioned to clarify a lot of things here. The thing is, first we have to understand what is the purpose of this human existence. The purpose of the human existence is to come out of the cycle of birth and death. To get free, get ourselves free from this material bondage. We see this material world, the way it is designed is, it is dukhalyam ashashvatam. It is filled with dukha. Whatever we may try to do in our life, some way or other, dukha will come to us. Some way or other, some sort of miseries or some sort of suffering will be there in our life. Now, how to get rid of these sufferings, such miseries from our life is possible only when we come out of this bondage. And how that is possible? That is possible only when we take shelter of Krishna. Harim vinana mritim taranti. You cannot get free from the cycle of birth and death without taking shelter of Krishna. Now what happens for some temporary benefits or for some temporary enjoyment or sense enjoyment, what we do, we go to Iha Devata. Krishna is mentioning Iha Devata means Devatas of Iha means to this place, to this material world. Devatas, people, they approach to get their desire fulfilled. But they are not able to make permanent solution. They get entangled in such a way that cycle of birth and death continues for a long time. We were supposed to make solution to root problem, but rather than making solution to root problem, rather than solving that, what happens? We start making problems one after another. We start complicating the things. How to attain? Just like in the Vedas, a lot of such recommendations are there. By following those recommendations, you can get wealth in your life, you can get beautiful wife in your life, you can get nice opulent house. So many things you can attain just by following those small things. Just like those people who desire a beautiful wife and they fast for Uma or they worship Uma, they can have a beautiful wife. Same goes for women who desire a beautiful husband. She worships Lord Shiva so that she can have a beautiful husband, nice handsome husband. So like that, the Vedas are filled with such fruitive activities. You do this, you will get this. So what happens? We get entangled in this cycle of doing something, getting something, doing something, getting something, which is very tough to come out. Just like when we appear for some examinations, competitive examination, always we desire, oh, I should perform best among all. I should be the topper, or I should score well. Like that, always such kind of mentality is there which leads to certain anxiety. Suppose in a company we are working, so we desire that I should be the best performer. I should be recognized by all the other employees. I should not be a bottom performer. I should be the best one. In every field, we want ourselves to be the best. I should do this, in return I should get this. If I am doing this, I should get this. If I am serving Krishna, I should get Krishna, or I should get something from Krishna. Like that, we keep deciding. But what is ultimate good? What is the solution of of all these problems? What is the permanent solution? Once there was a farmer, and he was a ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. So he used to serve him nicely, worship him, Lord Shiva, very nicely. So one day, out of such, because Lord Shiva is known as Ashutosha. Ashutosha means one who easily get pleased. So Lord Shiva, he got pleased by that farmer, and he appeared and asked that farmer, what do you want? I have appeared in front of you. I have pleased by your worship. Please ask me whatever you desire. So this farmer, he expressed his desires and asked, please give me the highest thing, ultimate good. What is ultimate good for me? That you please give me. What is the most precious thing in this entire creation that I like to have? So Lord Shiva, he said, okay, you do one thing, you go to such and such place, there you will get one saintly person. Basically, he guided this farmer to go to Vrindavan and meet so and so saintly person and just ask him that I want most precious thing. Whatever you have, that most precious thing, please give me. So he informed his wife and left for Vrindavan. When he came to Vrindavan, met that saintly person and expressed his desire that I want the most precious things that you are possessing. And Lord Shiva has told me you are having that, you possess those most precious things. So please give me that most precious thing that you are having. So this saintly person, he said, okay, you are seeing that heap of leaves, just go there and in that heap of leaves, you will get one stone. And that stone is not ordinary stone. That stone is touchstone. Chintamani means you touch that stone with any metal, that metal will convert into the gold. That is the highest or most precious thing you can have. So he was very happy and very happily approached that heap of leaves, or basically that was garbage. So he approached and he figured out and he got this stone in his hand. And out of his great joy, he is going to his home and there he is sharing with his wife about this stone. See, I have got the most precious thing in my life. He narrated the entire incident to his wife. And sometimes, in some cases, women, they are very intelligent. So like that, his wife was also very intelligent. She figured out and she told, wait a minute, what you just informed me? This saintly person kept this stone in the heap of garbage, or the leaves which were completely abandoned. So he has not given you the most precious thing, because no one keeps the precious things in the garbage. He has cheated you. So you should go immediately and get the most precious thing. So immediately this person, he left for Vrindavan again, and this time he asked that saintly person that you have not given the most precious thing, because this one you have kept in the garbage. So give me what is the most precious thing. This saintly person, he advised him, if you really want to have a most precious thing in your life, so just go and throw this stone into the Yamuna river, then you come back to me, I'll give you the most precious thing. He did the same, and when he followed the instruction of this saintly person, after returning back, the saintly person, he gave him the most precious thing that human life can have. What is that? Devotional service to Krishna. He gave him the chanting the holy name of the Lord. He introduced this person to chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is the real Chintamani. Because as soon as you touch the Lord, because Kali Kale Nama Rupa Krishna Avtar, Krishna incarnates himself in this Kali Yuga in the form of holy name. So as soon as you touch the holy name, as soon as you touch Krishna, you can get purified. You can get free from all kinds of sinful tendencies, all kinds of sins. Our heart get purified. That is the real Chintamani. And as soon as he started chanting, he could experience that kind of bliss, contentment, satisfaction in his heart. So, having Krishna in our life, surrendering to him or depending upon him is the most reliable thing that one can have. Because many a times when we serve various Devi Devatas, out of our stubbornness or our adamant, like sometimes we are so stick on to certain desires, whether those desires are good for us or not, they will bless us. But Krishna, he will give only the ultimate thing, which is will bring the ultimate fortune, which will bring the ultimate good in our life. No doubt, even when we approach Krishna with our material desires, Krishna may fulfill those material desires. But along with that, Krishna will start project of our life, project of cleaning. What kind of cleaning? Cleaning our heart, which is filled with various kind of contaminations. Mad, Matsarya, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, all these things are deep-rooted or completely all these things has captured our heart. We are envious of the people, we are greedy, we are lusty, we are filled with anger. All these things are deep-rooted in our heart. But as soon as we get in touch, akama sarva kamo va moksha kama dardita. Either we have material desires or desires for liberation, or we have no desires. When we surrender or serve Krishna, he will take care of us personally. He will take care of us personally. Once there was one demon by name Bhasmasur. So this Bhasmasur, he performed various severe austerity to please Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva, because his austerities was not making any, like it was not in favor for the welfare of the society, Lord Shiva was not at all appearing in front of this Bhasmasura. But he started, in a way, he started doing emotional blackmail to Lord Shiva by chopping off his head and offering into the fire. So what happened? When he did so, Lord Shiva, out of compassion, he appeared in front of this person, Bhasmasura, and asked what desire you have. What desire you have. So this Bhasmasura is mentioned that as soon as I place my hand on anyone's head, as soon as I place my hand on anyone's head, it should convert into ashes. That person should convert into ashes. So Lord Shiva, he blessed him with such a boon, and as soon as he blessed him with such a boon, this Bhasmasura, he was attracted to Mother Parvati and he wanted to destroy Lord Shiva, he wanted to kill Lord Shiva. And when he was running after Lord Shiva to kill him, Lord Shiva, he went to Vaikuntha, and there Krishna, he appeared. In Krishna, he managed to talk with this, Bhasmasura, and convinced him that Lord Shiva, because Krishna speaks very pleasingly, so this person is also absorbed in so much, he was enamored by the words of Krishna that he forgot what he is saying, just want to follow what Lord Krishna is saying. So Krishna said, I do not believe how Lord Shiva can give such boon to you. If you don't believe, you can test, it will not work. Just place your hand on your head, nothing will happen. It will not work at all. And you are believing this Lord Shiva, you are fool number one, like that he said. Who said? Krishna said to Bhasmasura. So immediately Bhasmasura, he placed his hand on the head and he was converted into ashes, like that he was destroyed. So same way, many a times what happens when we serve various Devi Devatas in our life, whether things are good for us or not, they will bless us. Why? Because when we serve those Devi Devatas, they get obligated. And in spite of our service, they want to just bless us and want to get free from such obligations. Because these Devatas are also Jivas like us. They are also Jiva like us, but they have very exalted position. Just like all of us are also citizen of India. But among all of us, there is one person who has very exalted position, who is topmost, is known as Prime Minister in our nation. Somewhere it is President. And under that Prime Minister, there are various ministers working. Somebody is having a department for road, somebody is having urban development, rural development, oil, all these departments they are managing. Same way, there is only one God. He may have millions of names. One of the most suitable name is Krishna. And under the guidance of Krishna, there are various devatas who are working to facilitate or to manage various departments in this universe. They're managing all those departments. Just like in government, there is a hierarchy. There is a hierarchy that they are municipal office. Above that, there is some chairman, ward, there is that. Then there is a DM. There is a chief minister, then above chief minister, there is a prime minister. All that there is a high hierarchy. There from bottom to top there is a hierarchy. Same way, demigods are also working. These devatas are also working under the direction of Krishna. Just like we cannot equate chief minister to the prime minister, right? We cannot equate, or we cannot equate some district magistrate to the prime minister. Same way, there is Ekala Ishvara Krishna. There is only Ekala, means there is only one God, that is Krishna Ishvara. He is the Ishvara. Brahma is saying Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidanand Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. He is the supreme controller. Whereas Devatas, they also have a power to control, but their power of controlling is limited. It's limited. Only that much power is given to them, which is required for their allocated service to perform, to take care. Only that much is given to them. Just like sometimes in India you might have come across, when you want to get some work done in the government office. So what happened? You give bribe to expedite your process and to get your work done, right? But if you see, that is not the process which is recommended. It is not the process which is recommended. It is avidhi purvakam. Vidhi means the process which is recommended. Avidhi means the process which is not recommended, but we are bribing so that we can expedite our process. But if we develop our relationship with the Prime Minister of India, what will happen? None of our work will be affected. All our work will be easily, will get done in a short time. Same way, all of us has opportunity, have this opportunity to develop our personal relationship with Krishna. And when we develop such personal relationship with Krishna, Krishna will personally take care of us. That is the third principle of surrender also. If you see, what was that? Avashya Rakshibe Krishna iti Vishwasa Palana. That Krishna will take care of me. Krishna will protect me. We should have such firm faith. Krishna is the only maintainer. Krishna is maintaining me. And we have such firm faith. And when with that mood we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will also take care of us. Just like a child. When a child is in need of something, immediately mother will take care of the child. Same way, if we depend upon Krishna, just like a child is depend upon his mother, mother is taking care of the child, same way Krishna will take care of us. Only thing is, we have to develop such dependency. And how such dependency can be developed? When we serve Krishna, by chanting his holy name, by hearing about him, by hearing his instructions, by following his instructions, we can develop dependency upon Lord. And when such dependency is there is no need to have any fear. You will see there will be no fear in your life, no insecurities will be there in your life. Whether you are the poorest person or the richest person, you will be always joyful. You will be always joyful. So we'll read the next verse number 13. चातुर्वर्णमया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागसा तस्य कर्तारम् अपि मां विधि अकर्तारम् अव्ययम्. Translation: According to the three modes of material nature and work ascribed to them, the four divisions of human society were created by me. Although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet the known doer, being unchangeable. Very nice instruction Krishna has mentioned here. According to the three modes of material nature and work ascribed to them, the four divisions of human society were created by me. Although I am the creator of this system, you should not that I am yet non-doer, being unchangeable. Now here, there are four varnas. Anyone remember what are the four varnas? Anyone would like to share?
Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra.
Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Yes, who shared?
Vedita. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Huh?
Who shared? I mean, just now I shared. I don't know logically. I mean, Krishna shared, obviously.
No, means I'm not able to see who has shared. Your name I am asking.
Okay, Nivedita.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, correct. So there are four varnas: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Now, in current arrangement in the society, if we see a person who is a Brahmana, his son by default is considered as a Brahmana. Whereas Krishna is taking the responsibility that even though I have created this division in the human society, this division is created by me. But this division is created on the basis of guna and karma. Guna karma vibhagasa, on the basis of guna and karma. What kind of qualities they possess and what kind of work they perform. On those basis, I've made this segregation in the society, not on the basis of birth. There are various instances where a Rishi Muni has given a birth to a Kshatriya, just like Parshuram. Parshuram was born in a family of a Brahmana, but he was a great Kshatriya. Krishna, for that matter, he acted as a Vaishya, as a merchant family. Then further, he took up a role of
Krishna
Kshatriya.
Brahmana bit.
So,
Okay.
like this, in our society also, or in any organization, if you see, always there is a division based on four things. First is person who are decision makers in the organization. A person who is very intelligent. Just like in a big company, if you see, they are board of members who take decision for the company's welfare. Those board of members are very intelligent. They can envision the future of the company. They are clear with the objectives of the company. All such things, they are very much clear. So that they are the most suitable person to make the decision. Over a period of time, they have, with their experience, with the intelligence, they have acquired such position. So to run a company, board members or intelligent persons are required. Second is administration is required to implement or to execute certain policies or the decisions that these board members have made for the company. These executors or administration is required who can implement such policies and maintain the peace and harmony in the company, so that that company or an organization can make a progress or fulfill their objectives. Now, whether these decisions, policies, all that has been made, but to support all that or to attain certain goals or to fulfill those objectives, just like you want to have a manufacturing plant so that you can scale up your manufacturing, number of manufacturing units, number of manufacturing products, you can scale up. But for that, whether you have sufficient resources, whether you have sufficient money for that or not, comes the third person who takes care of the finance. In that, they are person who involved with the business. They bring more business to the company and company earns profit, and based on that, there is a projection. Yes, we can afford to have a new manufacturing unit. So these third category of people, they are very well versed with the numbers. They are very well versed with the strategies which are based on money. Right? They will see that today or this month we have made this much of business, and in this much business we have earned this much of profit. As per the season or as per the requirement or demand in the market, our projectile or our projection for next 3 years is going to be like this. As per various trends, they project for next 3 years, and based on that, they will give the confidence. Yes, we can have a new manufacturing unit with us. We can afford or we can have such risk. Then company will take a risk or invest certain kind of resources or money to have a new manufacturing unit. Then fourth class of people will come who will support. How they are going to support? They will fulfill. Like in manufacturing unit, you need a lot of people. Some might be skilled, some may not be skilled. Blue collar people who are going to contribute for the manufacturing of the product. They are simply going to contribute for the manufacturing of the product so that company's goal or objective can be fulfilled. Same way, this human society or goal of human society is to make spiritual advancement, to attain Krishna's favor. And how it is possible? When all these four classes of people, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they come together and in harmony they serve the Lord. Brahmanas are the one who are situated in mode of goodness. They are very intelligent and they know how to guide the society. And with the help of Kshatriya, they guide the entire society and implement various such dharmic principles into the society by which society can be benefited and they can make advancement or they can make progress in their spiritual life. That is a foremost duty of a Brahmana. Patana, Pathan, Yajana, Yajana, Dana, Pratigraha. He will read the scriptures, he will make others to understand those scriptures, what Krishna is saying. He will serve the Lord and he will make others how they can serve the Lord, how they can engage themselves in the service of the Lord. That is the duty of a Brahmana. And Kshatriya duty is to implement those instructions, to maintain peace and harmony in the society. Maintain, just like in a company administration is required, same way Kshatriya is required in the society to maintain peace and harmony and implement those instructions of Brahmana dharmic principles. Vaishyas are required to have a financial support to the society. They generate the business, they support the economy of the entire society. Because without money, you cannot protect the dharma. To protect the dharma, money is required. And fourth class of people, Shudra. Shudra, they support all three above classes in such a way that all the people in the society, they are living in peace and harmony and making spiritual advancement in their respective life. We'll read the purport. The Lord is creator of everything. Everything is born of Him. Everything is sustained by Him. And everything after annihilation rests in Him. He is therefore the creator of four divisions of social order, beginning with the intelligent class of men, technically called Brahmanas. Due to their being situated in the mode of goodness, next is the administration class, technically called Kshatriyas, due to their being situated in the mode of passion. The mercantile men called the Vaishyas are situated in the mixed mode of passion and ignorance. And the Shudras or the laborer class are situated in the ignorant mode of material nature. In spite of His creating the four divisions of human society, Lord Krishna does not belong to any of these divisions because He is not one of the conditioned souls, a section of whom form human society. Here Krishna is mentioning, you should know that I am yet the known doer, being unchangeable. So Krishna, here Prabhupada is mentioning that Krishna, He is not like some ordinary conditioned soul. Lord Krishna does not belong to any of these divisions. He does not belong to any such divisions. Human society is similarly to any other animal society. Is similar to any other animal society but to elevate man from the animal status, the above mentioned divisions are created by the Lord for the systematic development of Krishna consciousness. The tendency of a particular man toward work is determined by the modes of material nature which he has acquired. Such symptoms of life according to different modes of material nature are described in the 18th chapter of this book. person in Krishna consciousness, however, is above even the Brahmanas, because a Brahmana by quality is supposed to know about Brahman, the supreme absolute truth. Most of them approach the impersonal Brahman manifestation of Lord Krishna, but only a man who transcends the limited knowledge of Brahmana reaches the knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, becomes a person in Krishna consciousness, or in other words, a Vaishnava. Krishna consciousness include knowledge of all different linear expansion of Krishna, namely Rama, Narasimha, Varaha, etc. Whereas Krishna is transcendental to this system of four divisions of human society, a person in Krishna consciousness is also transcendental to all divisions of human society, whether we consider the division of the community, nation, or species. So here, one very important point Prabhupada has mentioned is a person who is surrendered to Krishna or is serving Krishna is even beyond Brahmana. He is a Vaishnava. He is a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means a person who is serving that Supreme Lord Vishnu or Krishna. That person is known as Vaishnava. So earlier, how people they used, in what way this society was arranged is, as soon as child is born, after a certain time, the child was sent to the Gurukul. Just like nowadays, we send our children to school to acquire knowledge, to acquire information, or to get educated. Same way, these children were sent to the Gurukul, where they used to acquire knowledge, they used to get educated on various subject matters. So over a period of time, the teachers or the instructors who are there in the Gurukul, they used to observe the interest of that particular jiva or that particular child. They used to observe what kind of inclination this child is having, whether he is having inclination to read the books, to read the scriptures, to tax his mind, he is engaging his intelligence, or whether he is very violent or very aggressive by nature, where he is taking interest in weapons or learning such skills, or whether he is concerned about profit, loss, making money, all these things. What are his interest, area of interest? This they used to closely monitor. And after a certain time, they used to, when they are completely assured, like now this child is of a Kshatriya category, he is having such qualities. So they used to train that particular child in that field to become a nice Kshatriya. Like that, society used to run in such a way that all the children are taken care as per their guna and karma. What kind of gunas they are carrying and what kind of karma they are willing to perform, or they are suitable for the capacity they have to perform. Based on that, they were guided and further they were trained, and society used to be in peace and harmony. Society used to be in peace and harmony. But over a period of time, due to a lot of factors, this system was completely destroyed, and rather than based on guna and karma, this became completely based on birth. If I am, and Prabhupada gives very nice example. Suppose you are a judge of a high court. You cannot claim that my son will be the next judge. Why? Because to become judge, you need certain qualification. You have to acquire certain degree. You have to appear for certain test, and then you get a position of a judge. Same way, in our life, based on the qualities and gunas, based on gunas and karma we perform, we belong to certain varna. Belong to certain varna. It is not based on our birth. Just like a judge position cannot be based on the just like his son will get the next position. No, he has to acquire qualification degrees. He has to appear for the test, and then based on that qualification merit, he will be the next judge. That will decide whether he will be the next judge or not. Same way, it is completely, and those who are devotee completely surrender on to the Lord, they are free from such designation. They are free from such designation. For Krishna's service, they can perform any such work. With this, we will end here. Anyone has any question or anything to ask or share, please feel free to share or ask. Any questions?
There's one question in the chat.
Okay. I have a question. Why will anyone put efforts if he has no result to expect? Okay, got your question. So the question is, everyone aspire for certain kind of results. That's why they put efforts to gather or to have such a result or such fruit in their life. Suppose if I want to construct a building, I will work hard to construct that building. I'll gather certain resources which are required to construct such a building, right? Same way, very nice question. If we have no aspiration for such result, then what is the need of putting efforts? So first of all, we have to understand that just like Krishna, he asked Arjuna to fight. Krishna asked Arjuna to fight so that he can win over the battle. Now, Arjuna, he knows knows that I have to fight so that I can win in the battle. But whether he win, whether he loses, he will not get affected because he is depend upon the Lord. Whereas, if you see the mentality of Duryodhan, when Krishna asked Duryodhan and Arjuna to choose among Krishna and Narayani Sena, Arjuna chose, I want you, Krishna, I don't want Narayani Sena. Whereas Duryodhana is completely absorbed and thinking on what fronts that I want to acquire the strength so that my army will become strong and I can win the battle. Whereas Arjuna is completely dependent on Krishna and he is choosing Krishna. And as per Krishna's instructions, he is acting and enjoying the process. Enjoying the process. Same way in our life, it is very, very important. Many times what happens, we are so much goal driven in our life that we forget the process itself. We forget the process. Whereas goal is there. Yes, suppose I have to go from here to Bangalore. My goal is to reach to Bangalore. Goal is there. But that journey, how it is going to be, sometimes that journey becomes so troublesome that I lose my temper. I lost myself. And when I am reaching to Bangalore, I am completely devastated. I have no peace of mind, nothing. Whereas Suppose I'm traveling to Bangalore. I'm completely absorbed in thinking, oh, I'm going to Bangalore. For what purpose I'm going to Bangalore? For this purpose I'm going to Bangalore. I'm going to meet so and so person. I'm going to meet such and such person. So what is happening? Even though there is some kind of inconvenience is there in the travel, but I'm enjoying the process. Just like through a very nice example, we can understand. Suppose one boy is there, and that boy is traveling to meet his girlfriend, long distance. So even though while traveling there is lot of inconveniences are there that he is going to face, because long distance he has to travel a day or for 2 days, right? But always he is absorbed in, oh, I'm going to meet my lover, I'm going to meet my girlfriend. She looks like this, that. We will go there, we will do this, we will do that. So he is completely absorbed in that, and he is not worried about the inconveniences that he is facing while going to reach his destination or that particular location. Same way, what happens when we think we are goal driven? So we get influenced by the failure or the success. By the failure or success, we get so much influenced or disturbed that suppose if there is failure, we will be completely devastated. No doubt we have to attain that goal, but we should be process driven. We should love the process rather than goal. We should like the process. Just like, for an example, many a times, like all of you have gone through graduation or your plus two and all those things. So there are certain students in our class we used to observe. They enjoy reading. They enjoy studying. They are good with mathematics. They enjoy calculation, all these things. They enjoy all these equations, solving the problems. And for some, it is very troublesome. They just want to memorize or somehow or other to score well to get their degrees. Whereas certain students, they enjoy studying. They enjoy studying. So these students, if you see, they are process driven. Even though for both of them, goal is same. What is the goal? To get or to acquire that degree of engineering or whatever it may be. But there is a person or a student who is completely, oh, I'm not at all able to understand this. I'm not studying. They and waste entire their semester one night before they study, or somehow mug up all the things and vomit in the examination paper. Whereas certain students who enjoy the process, they enjoy studying, and when there is an opportunity to write the exam, they very, you can sense their kind of happiness when they are writing the exam, the satisfaction they feel while writing the exam, and they are not at all worried about the result because they have given their best. So they are completely like whatever result will come, they are going to accept it. So that is the difference. No doubt, goal for both of them is to acquire engineering degree, but the process both are following, that makes the difference. Same way, we may also have, certain material desires to get fulfilled from Krishna, but the process that we are following, process of devotional service, that is important. Just like I gave an example of a person, suppose he want to get his work done through some government, he has to apply and get his work done, right? There is a person who is bribing and getting his work done. There is a person who is following the system and getting his work done. For both of them, goal is there to get their work done, to get the suppose electrical meter installed in their house. But the process that they follow, that matters. So that process is what brings certain consequences, or based on that process, we can, make advancement, or we have to face consequences in our life. Hope this answers your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have one question regarding today's verse that we read. So we read that Krishna said that in this verse number 14 that I am not the doer in any of the things. And in chapter 3 also we read that the Jiva is not the doer. Jiva is only, they have the limited capacity to desire or to make a choice. So who actually is the doer then? If we are choosing, or if we are desiring, isn't that desiring the doer, or and material in or sorry, the God's energy is sanctioning it, or like, so I'm a little confused. So who is actually the doer in all of this?
Yeah. So in the third chapter, I'll just read out. So Krishna is mentioning Prakate Kriya Manani Gune Karmani Sarvasa Ahankara Vimudatma Kartaham iti manyate. So Krishna is saying the bewildered spirit soul under the influence of three modes of material nature, thinking himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. So if you see third chapter, verse number 27, here Krishna is making one thing very clear, that we think ourselves to be the doer, that I am doing, I am the doer. But in actuality, what is happening? Work is carried out by nature, by Prakriti. Work is carried out by Prakriti, not by us. So what we are doing then? We are desiring, and Prakriti is arranging those desires to be fulfilled. Prakriti, suppose now if I want to become Prime Minister, if I want to be a Prime Minister of India, so Prakriti, I have this strong desire, but I have no such resources, I have no such abilities to be a leader. So what will happen? But I have a very strong desire. So what Prakriti will do? Prakriti will make me work hard, either in this life or in the next life. I will become Prime Minister. She will arrange all the things so perfectly so that one day I will become the Prime Minister, acquire such position. Hope you are getting this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So you're saying it is the Prakriti who is arranging everything. So isn't Prakriti also under the Krishna?
Yes, Prakriti is directing or working under the Krishna's instruction. So this is the case of Jiva. Now this is the case of Jiva. Krishna's case is little different. So this thing Krishna is going to cover in next verse. I'll just pull up that verse and we will discuss in next class how Krishna is known doer. Here he is mentioning na mam karmani limpanti na me karma palaspraha iti mam yo vijanati karma bhir na sa badhyate. There is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. So here Krishna is going to explain how Krishna is known doer. How Krishna is known doer, that he is going to explain in the next verses. That we will discuss in the next class in detail.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hope it is clear. Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I
Yes.
was reading 12th chapter yesterday and text 15. I would just read the translation for you. It was written, He for whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anxiety, who is steady in happiness and distress is very dear to me. So my question to you is that we will not be able to control the distress, the anxiety, or maybe the fear which is coming our way while we are we have started our Krishna consciousness journey, but still there are times when all these things affect us. So I wanted to know, especially this text, I would want to understand from you.
Okay. Yes. So one thing we have to understand here, when we begin our journey of Krishna consciousness, when we start, because if we see, we have spent millions of our life in acquiring lot of anarthas, lot of things which are undesirable or not desirable to perform devotional service, but to lead our life in a meaningful way or in a way free from such happiness, distress, and all these things, free from fear, anxiety. So, actually, what happens, we are very much conditioned to all these things. Life after life, we have taken so many anxieties. We have been feared by a lot of things. Fear is there because of illusion. Anxiety is there because of illusion. Because life after life, we have been illusioned, and because of that illusion, we are conditioned to act in particular way, to act or to react in a particular way. So what happens when certain situations are there in front of us, we immediately get disturbed, we get influenced, we get affected by those situations. So how we are going to address that? Now we have taken a path of Krishna consciousness, but still all these problems are persisting. So how one can get free from all such problems? The thing is, just like if we take an example of, suppose there is a fan is there, fan is rotating at very high speed. Now, if you want to stop that fan, you just simply turn off the switch. When you turn off the switch, that fan will gradually reduce its speed, and gradually over a period of time, maybe a minute or two, it will come to an halt. Will come to a halt completely where it is stopped. No more movement is there. Same way, when we perform Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, when we perform Bhakti with the three Vrta, means great intensity, then you will see gradually you will be free from all such fears, anxiety, and free from distress. Even though those things will be there, no doubt, in your life, those things will be there. Distress is there around you. There is situations which are full of distress, or you may get anxiety, but you will see you will not get influenced by those situations. You will not get influenced by those situations. So how it is possible? It is possible only when we are dependent upon Krishna, when we are completely dependent upon Krishna. Just like Prabhupada gives very nice example in this connection. When Prabhupada, he was a small kid, he was traveling along with his father, or Prabhupada's son was traveling along with Prabhupada. I don't remember exactly. But the thing is, he is traveling, Prabhupada being a small child, he is traveling along with his father in a bus. And he is sitting, and his father is sitting on some other seat, some seat behind to Prabhupada. So what happened? That ticket person came to check the tickets. Where is your ticket? Where is your ticket? Like sometime they do the checking. So this person asked Prabhupada, where is your ticket? A small child, he is 5 years, 6 years, whatever. So Prabhupada just pointed his finger to his father. Ask my father, don't ask me, don't give me trouble. Ask my father, where is the ticket? So he's not at all bothered. Why? Because he know my father will take care. My father will take care. He has to deal with the ticket. I don't have to deal with the ticket. It is his headache that he has to purchase ticket because I am completely dependent upon my father. I am traveling along with him. So he has to take charge of me. He has to take purchase ticket for me and purchase ticket for himself. It is his headache, not my headache. Same way, when we are dependent upon Krishna, whether we have anxiety, whether we have anger issues, whether we have this thing or whether we have those things, no doubt we have to bring all these things. We have to put little bit of effort on those things, but we have to depend upon Krishna. Just like many a times some devotees, they get very, anxious whether we are making spiritual progress in our life or not. Why we have to worry about our spiritual progress? You just follow Krishna's instructions as it is. You just follow Prabhupada's instructions as it is. It is their headache to whether we are making spiritual advancement or not. It is their headache. Whether we are going to get liberated or not, it is their headache. We have to simply follow their instructions. And when we simply follow their instruction, we are always protected. Just like Arjuna case. Arjuna simply followed what Krishna asked him to do. At every point, Krishna personally protected Arjuna. Same way, no doubt, Arjuna was influenced when Abhimanyu was killed. He was completely devastated. He lost the composure. He lost his temperament. He has no control over himself. And out of that, he took a vow because he lost his intelligence completely. He took a vow that tomorrow either Jayadratha will be killed or I will enter into the fire. But this Arjuna, he is completely dependent upon Krishna. So Krishna saved Arjuna. Krishna saved Arjuna. Same kind of dependency we have to develop in our life. Like a child, we have to develop this dependency upon Krishna. And when we develop such dependency, you will see Krishna's hand in your life. The reality is, in current situation, none of us is having dependency upon Krishna. None of us having dependency upon Krishna. We may feel like we have dependency, but the reality is that dependency is very, very minute. Very, very minute. Just like we were discussing the pastime of Narasimha Dev, Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj. Dependency Prahlad Maharaj was having upon Krishna. That kind of dependency we should have in our life. And when such dependency is there, you will see gradually all these things will come to an end. Even though you are in, just like Prahlad Maharaj, the kind of distress he was handling, means not handling, he was facing, is nothing in front of the distress we get in our life. His own father is killing him in different ways. His own father. But he is not at all disturbed. He is completely absorbed in Krishna. He is completely dependent upon Krishna. Rakhe Krishna mare Krishna rakhe ke. If Krishna wants to protect us, then nobody can kill us. If Krishna wants to kill us, nobody can protect us. Prabhupada says, if Krishna wants to give, then your 10 hands are not sufficient to hold. But if Krishna wants to take away, your 10 hands are also not sufficient to protect. So same way, in our life, all these situations, anxiety, fear, insecurities, all these things are there because we have no dependency on Krishna. No doubt, we should accept, yes, today I have these issues, I get angry, this, that, so many such issues are there. But whatever is there, I will serve Krishna and I will pray to Krishna that Krishna, please take me out of all such, like anger things, whatever it may be. so that I can serve you better. Just like Lord Hanuman, he also had anger, but he utilized the anger for the service of Krishna. So everything has a utility, and when it is utilized in Krishna's service, it is perfected. But what happens? We have all these problems in our life. All these problems, anger is there, suppose, in our life. We use this anger not to serve Krishna, but for other purposes, for our sense gratification. Suppose the way I wanted to, suppose I'm there, I'm driving, like my driver is driving, and he is taking me to certain destination. Rather than taking right, he has taken left. So what will happen? Immediately I will get angry because I was desiring that he should take right, but he has taken left. So what will happen? He has not acted as per my desire. So I'll immediately get angry. So this is what happens in our life because we are so adamant to certain things that things should happen. We want to be the controller. Actually, root cause of all these things is we want to be the controller. And when we see our attempts to be a controller are failing, we are not able to control, our desires are not getting fulfilled. What happened? All these things prevails, like anger and all these things will come. But where we understand, oh, I'm not the controller. There are various other factors are there which control me or the situation or the objects or people around me. When we accept this, then you will see the peace and tranquility in your life. Then you will see anger will not be there. Anger will not be there. So this dependency upon Krishna we have to develop. That Krishna, if he wants to kill me, he can kill me. If he, that kind of Vishwas we have to, just like there is a one pastime, Banasur. Banasur was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And this Banasur, he was such a great devotee that Lord Shiva personally became commander-in-chief of Banasur to fight against Krishna. Lord Shiva, Ganesh, Kartikeya, all of them are there. They are supporting Banasur and they are fighting against Krishna. And Lord Shiva is fighting against Krishna. All that is happening. After a certain time, he understood he is Supreme Lord Krishna. He cannot defeat him. If Krishna wants to kill Banasur, I cannot give protection to Banasur. Even because why Lord Shiva was fighting on behalf of Banasur? Because Lord Shiva has given word to Banasur that I will give you protection. I will be by your side. But Lord Shiva, back of his mind, he is always aware that if Krishna wants to kill Banasur, I cannot give protection. Same way, in our life, it is very, very important. Many times all these situations will come. But if we are persistent, that's why one of the quality Krishna is mentioning is perseverance. Is perseverance. Perseverance means whatever situations are there around you, you continue serving Krishna. One of the quality, I think it is mentioned in the 13th chapter. I'll just figure out where it is mentioned and I'll share that. Krishna mentions that quality, perseverance, where in spite of any situation around you, you perform your duty. And what is our topmost or prime duty is to serve Krishna. Then we have duty towards family members, we have duty towards society, all these things. Secondary duties are there to perform. So, whatever situations might be there, we should have this thing in mind that I have to continue with my duties, whether I am happy, whether I am sad, whether I am joyful, not joyful. My duty is to serve Krishna. Just like recently, I was just thinking on this point. Just like if a servant is there, suppose suppose you are working for a company. Whether today you had a good day with your, at a home, like morning, everyone starts for their office. Whether they had a good day with the family or they had a fight in the family, they, irrespective of all those things, they go to office and perform their duty, right? Same way, whether our mind is good or it is in bad, whether we are happy, whether we are sad, we should serve Krishna. And we should serve Krishna in such a way that Krishna is getting pleased. Just like a servant serves the master, whether at his home there is a fire is there, but servant is absorbed in serving the master, my master should not get affected. But at his home, his child is suffering from very high, severe fever, but he is not bothered. He is absorbed in serving the master here. That is the quality of the Shudra. That is the in Kali Yuga, perfect Shudras are also not there. But if we can become such perfect Shudra for Krishna, serving Krishna, our life can be perfect. So, in spite of all the situations that we may face, if we start serving Krishna, you will see gradually when you have Krishna's presence in your life, everything will be taken care. All the problems, all the, krodha, lobha, moho, mada, matsarya, everything will be destroyed. Krishna, that is what Krishna is mentioning. Initially, we took up this verse. Who are constantly devoted to serve me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come. So when we are constantly devoted to Krishna, serving him with love and devotion, Krishna will give all the understanding. Means Krishna, because to serve Krishna or to go back to Krishna, we should be free from fear, attachment, anger, all these things. We should be free. Like Krishna mentioned, previous verse, Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha, should be free from all these things. So what happened when we are lovingly serving Krishna? Krishna personally helped the devotees situated in our heart. He destroy with the lamp of knowledge. He is telling, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I destroy all these anarthas of my devotees. Same is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati neshtaki. All the abhadras, all the weaknesses, all the anarthas which are there in our heart can be destroyed. How? Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevya, by regularly hearing about Krishna. Nityam means on regular basis when we hear Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, Nashta Prayeshu Vaidreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki. One can attain Neshtaki Bhakti to Krishna. One can attain Neshtaki Bhakti to Krishna and go back to Krishna very easily. So Krishna, when we absorb ourselves in chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord, when we absorb ourselves in serving Krishna with full love and devotion, you will see over a period of time, Krishna personally will destroy all these anarthas in our heart. Some anarthas, just like if you see, suppose I am wearing this cloth, kurta is there, entire day I am roaming around here, there, I am eating not carefully, some stains are there. Some stains are very easy. You just wipe with your hand, it will go away. Some stain you have to wash with water. Some stain you have to apply detergent and then wash it. Some stain you may need to do some dry cleaning or some bleaching or some other kind of cleaning agent you may need to apply, or you may need to do deep cleaning so that such hard stains can be vanished. So same way this process of devotional service is so strong that all the deep rooted stains will also go away. It is just a matter of time. So we have to tightly hold on to this process, and you will see in this very lifetime, if you are sincere and serious, in this very lifetime you can experience all these stains will go away. But constantly we have to put endeavors with great enthusiasm. Hope this helps you.
Yes, Prabhuji, very well explained. Thank you.
So with this, we will end here. Already is 9:54. So we will end here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.